Well, hello, hello, hello. This bank is a cylinder. It got me to thinking about 3D forms. So I looked around my desk and in this office to find 3D forms. This box is a rectangular prism. It has a collectible vintage bus motor coach inside, but the box itself is a rectangular prism. And my desk assistant, Mr. This is Mr. Lou. He's made out of aluminum foil, and I have made him in a sitting position, which is perfect for sitting on this cube, this Rubik's Cube. So I call him my desk assistant. He sits, and when I don't have ideas, I consult Lou. So today we're going to talk about 3D forms. There are three we're going to focus on today. One you're very familiar with, cube, like a Rubik's Cube or a dice or any kind of box you might have. Rectangular prism and triangular prism. These 3D forms, I'm going to teach you how to draw them. I want you to notice that when I colored them, I tried to use the same color but different shades of the color to make the sides more distinguishable and to make the face that is facing us pop a little bit more. So I'm going to show you how I did that. I'm going to use markers. Now, for practice sake, I wouldn't use an eraser the first time. Let's just go and trust ourselves to draw these forms. First, let's start with the cube. Your very first step is to draw a square. And then I usually start from a point in the middle and I draw another square and I try to make it the exact same size as the first one. All four sides need to be matched up by drawing a line with the corresponding corner. So all the corners are touching and you have just created a cube. You might want to see that again. Don't mind if I do. I'll start with a square. Then in the corner, I will draw from the middle, I will draw another square with the same size. Connect the corners. Connect the corners. All four corners for a cube. Now I'm just going to color in one face on this cube. I'm using the side of this marker just to make the strokes nice and easy and even. Voila! Ding! And that cube looks like a box on its side. You can look in, or maybe we're looking in through the top. Let's add something to this side. I'm going to continue with this. Since there was a straight line there, I'm going to continue by making lines that are parallel to that line all the way across. And now look at that cube. It really does look like a box that you can look into. You're peering in from the left side. The same method applies when drawing the rectangular prism. I'm going to start with a rectangle. And then I'm going to start in the middle, go down the middle, And this long side is what I'm replicating. I'm copying that to make sure it's pretty much the same length. And then I make the short sides and then the other long side. So now these two rectangles are about to be joined together by connecting the corners. Once again, connect the corners, connect the corners, connect the corners. Now, at any moment, if I am going too fast, please push the pause button. I like the idea of coloring one side, one face of your form. It kind of gives the eye an idea of which direction we're looking from. There's your rectangular prism. You can even do that by drawing the rectangular prism on its side, going the long ways horizontally. I just did this one vertically. Let's give it a try. Same thing, rectangle, and then make a twin for it. Oops, that's a little wavy right there, but guess what? We're practicing. This is good practice. Connect the corners, and now those two rectangles have become a rectangular prism. Fantastic. Now let's try a triangular prism. This is kind of fancy, I think. Start with a triangle. And then from the middle, draw another line that matches the bottom line. And then add your leaning lines. Good. Now connect all three corners. Just like that. I'm going to color the front face on this one. Very, very good. Let's try that one again. It seems we have a little bit more space right over here. A triangle. So I've drawn a triangle. I'm going to start in the middle and make a line that matches the line at the bottom. Try to make my triangles look like twins the best I could. Connect all the corners. This time I'm going to color this face. This sort of looks like a tent now that I've colored in that side. Isn't that interesting? Good. 3D forms. It's not easy to draw 3D forms. It takes some practice. But after you get the hang of it, when you start to draw cityscapes and buildings, you'll get a better idea of what kind of angles you'll need. So this is good practice for any artist that's developing their craft. I hope you enjoyed this. Come back and draw with me again.